Hey folks, how we doing? It's Herky sleeping. 6:24 on Monday, July 25th. 4 fortitude, 2 understanding, and 6 intuition. The sum of your metaphysical abilities. Every time I go to YouTube to upload videos or check the channel, I'll do stuff like that early in the morning for a couple of minutes and get the heck off the computer as fast as I can. There was something on there about Monsanto and Bill Gates. They have these seed depositories. There's a documentary on it. Oh, wow. Sorry, my head's got issues. My energy's doing weird stuff. Anyway, I was looking at that just briefly. I think I'm going to watch the documentary later. But Bill Gates is about money. Monsanto is about money. They don't care who they crush to get it. Monsanto has to have viable seeds. They have to control it if they're going to control you. If they're going to keep themselves incredibly rich, do whatever they want and get away with it. Why would they be so interested in the plants when probably more than half the food we eat in this planet is animal? The animals are leaving and they know it. Not because they listen to me. Folks, these are two very big players they're in the pawn section, but they're big players, okay? Like George Soros. They're all little pawns. However, they're really big pawns, okay? They're manipulators. They're manipulated by the Anunnaki to do. They have been forever, but they've also been helped. Bill Gates, he's just a little more greedy. He's had a lot of help with technology, people that just come in and out of nowhere. Sell them something, it's like, wow, it's so good I got this tech before anyone else did. Yeah, I wonder where I got it. I don't. Anyway, I've talked about how our friends in space especially, but down here in the planet too, they have scanners where they can actually see the future. They're not very predictable. The future, when you go past 2 weeks, things start changing pretty good. When the same thing comes up 2 years ahead all the time about animals leaving, when they actually see it happening in a future sideline here, I say sideline, it's a timeline, but it's on the side of the current path of what's happening. That's how Source literally keeps lives flowing, different opportunities as you make changes. So, they see that happening. The animals gone, and they control plants. They control life on the planet. Everything has to eat. That's their intention. These chemtrails have been literally poisoning our lungs, The food we eat, the animals need. Folks, things are so screwed up. It just infuriates me. I'm not gonna get pissed. Already there. Actually, it's just whatever. I understand I can't do crap till I'm out of here. But anyway, enough of that. That's why they're doing it. That's why they're doing it. What greedy bastards, huh? What disgustingly greedy bastards. They need to be homeless. All of them. Starving. They need to be the victims of their own crimes. And then have a little disease, which they help create. Chemtrails around here and a lot of other places. I know it still goes on a little here, a little there, but it's all but stopped. Ever since that drop ship came in. Gee, the mothership. It's like, gee, how about that? There's one correlation to what I talk about and then what happens. All you gotta do is look up in the sky. Folks, I don't make this stuff up, and it's all about you and for you. It's about us. It's about creation. It's about family. It's about what's happening. I want you to know what's happening. I want to explain more. I do use stuff in my personal life for analogies and explain something in a human way to make it easier to understand. I wish there was some way I could do this stuff without ever saying me or I. Anyway, it's funny how things really are, though, out there. I've talked to you about the clones that are grown. They're lifeless. They're functioning bodies. There's no soul or anything in it. Excuse me. They just grow them and they use them for food. Well, I had a buddy. I was talking with one of my buddies. He was out of body. The last life he had, he was drunk. And he came up to me, talking to me. Then there's also my Kodiak bear right there. And the bear was talking louder than my other friend. But my other friend was there, kind of backing it up, and he was saying they want to eat me, and I'm like, what? I've got a protection order on me from the drug, okay, and everything's supposed to stay a certain distance away, but. I saw that and I said thanks, but in my head I'm thinking thanks, but not necessary. And then there was so much of a desire to grab a hold of me, that the bear, bear means boundaries, and my boundaries were being crossed with folks wanting to grab my physical body, dead or alive, doesn't matter, but preferably alive. So they could cut me up and sell me, and people had already been paying for it, for different body parts. The thing is, when you eat, a lot of the reptilian races and some others feel that when you eat a warrior, that you actually take on his abilities. It's like So the big money's on my brain. I'm sorry, that's funny. Uh, Folks, this creation is insane. It is so sick beyond anything that you can understand. There is a simple, easy way for everyone to live together in the energy bodies where they can't hurt each other, where they can work in harmony, or live in harmony, working together, or live separately. And it's no big issue. You can have physical planets, stars and stuff, and you can help them grow. Take care of them, just like the Fae do. Sustains all your life. Like I said, even if you're incredibly strong energy, you can still, you can still live for a month on the energy that you get from a fallen apple and a thimble of honey. You can have bees running around part of the planet collecting pollen and stuff and making honey, and they couldn't sting you. I mean, folks, it's so easy for there to be a good way to live together and not have all the abuse, yet go through enough strife where you do develop and evolve yourself as spirit, sentient energy. That's what's coming. The next 100 years, folks, is going to be about awakening and some rather very abrupt changes. After 100, maybe even 200 years, I don't see it going 200. It's going to start getting to be some hard change. After a 100-year period, there's a, sorry, I just jerked. I'm trying not to say something, I'm being pushed. After 100 years, about 100 years, don't hold on to the day, but about 100 years from now, a cleansing is going to start. It's time for some very strong, direct change. Your physical body is going to be made different. The ones you have are going to be modified. It'll be easier for people to wake up and become alive, but thank you, but it's also going to be easier for you to get out of your body. And for you to understand what's going on. There is, like I said, going to be a reduction of physical bodies on this, not just on this planet in creation, but on this planet that you'll see. And it's going to start soon by taking out the major trash, and then it'll be filtering down more and more. Some of you will actually get to the point where you can relax and just drop your body. This thing about dual core, a dual spirit cores, the Kundalini, that's going to stop. That makes it harder for you to leave a body because it's another spirit that's actually in the body, and it helps. Believe it doesn't mean to intentionally, but because it bonds with you in there, not glue, but working with you like this, it wants to hold on to that body, keep it alive. And while that body's alive, you can't get out of it. So effectively, it helps keep you in the body, although it's not physically grabbing you and holding you. Or, whatever. Change is coming, folks. Change is coming. Things will get better. Things are going to get better for everyone. Someone just sidestepped right through, right outside the door. That's funny as hell. Just flashed, make a body, poof, gone. Female. Very humanoid, large head, but more round. Wearing like white with red in it. She had a good heart. She's looking at me right now, kind of smiling. Good he saw me. She just wanted to pop in and out and say hi. She's like some kind of scientist, and she's in the medical field. She's on a ship. Okay. I gotta get a hold of Van. Something about the kids. To be kids. Okay. Probably shouldn't have gone there. Anyway, for those of you that I want all of you to have information. I want you to know that there's a problem with today's psychology concepts. But more than that, I really wanted you to know, those of you that want to go into that field, and there's a lot of love there, a lot of compassion. I wanted you to know it's important for you to open yourselves up for that reason also. Okay. Sorry, all kinds of stuff going on. Got to run again. Anyway, that's good. Wow. Non-stop. The coming. Dun, 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 dun. I can't wait till y'all can hear as much information as is around you being fed to you. Folks, your family's talking to you real hard, trying to talk to you, trying to communicate. Unless you're a butthead with your head in the wrong place, you're going to love it. And if you're a butthead with your head in the wrong place, chances are you're not going to wake up. So, well, folks, I love you. Hope you have a kick butt day, but take just a little time out of your day and just relax. Just take 5 minutes of your time, 10 minutes of your time, whatever, and just say, this is my time. I'm going to do whatever I want, and what I want right now is just to sit in a chair, relax, or lay down, whatever. Lay down, relax. Take some nice relaxed breaths. Take your worries, your conscious mind, just pull the pins out, let it float away from you. Just lay there and feel. See what you feel inside yourself. It's you. It's you in there. Want to say hello to yourself. Mirrors can be beneficial to look yourself in the eye, to go inside yourself, but you can do that just by sitting there, relaxing. When you look in the mirror and go inside yourself, you're looking at yourself inside, you're talking to yourself. When you relax, calm down in a chair, you're actually inside yourself, being yourself. Folks, love you, man. Have a good one.